Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Artificial Fluency Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Spencer. Emma, can I tell you something embarrassing?
Of course. What happened?
Last week, someone asked me, "Tell me about yourself," in English, and my mind just stopped. I couldn't think of anything to say.
Oh, no. That happens to so many English learners.
I just stood there like, I like pizza?
Well, Spencer, you're in luck because today we're going to learn exactly how to talk about yourself in English.
Really? That's perfect. I need this.
Yes, this is one of the most important skills in English. When you meet new people, when you start a new job, when you make friends, you need to introduce yourself.
And right now, I just say, "Hi, I'm Spencer," and then nothing.
That's okay. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what to say. We'll give you simple sentences, useful phrases, and a clear structure.
I'm excited. And if you like this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us.
Perfect. Let's start learning how to introduce yourself like a pro. Okay, Spencer, let's start with a question. Why is it important to know how to talk about yourself in English?
Well, because people ask you all the time?
Exactly. Think about it. When do people ask you to introduce yourself?
At work? At school?
Yes. And also when you meet new friends, when you join an English class, when you travel, at job interviews, at parties.
Wow, it really is everywhere.
It is. And here's the thing. Most English learners can answer simple questions like, "What's your name?" or "Where are you from?" But when someone says, "Tell me about yourself," they freeze.
That's exactly what happened to me. Why does that happen?
Because "tell me about yourself" is more open. It's not a specific question. You need to decide what to say.
So you have too many choices and your brain gets confused?
Exactly. Your brain thinks, should I talk about my family, my job, my hobbies, my favorite food, everything at once?
And then you say nothing.
Right. That's why having a simple structure is so helpful. When you have a plan in your head, you don't freeze.
A plan. I like that. So what's the plan?
We're going to learn different parts of an introduction. Think of it like building blocks. Each part is one block, and you put them together.
Building blocks. So I can choose which blocks I want to use?
Exactly. You don't need to use all the blocks every time. Sometimes you use 3 blocks, sometimes you use 7 blocks. It depends on the situation.
That makes sense. So what are these blocks?
We'll learn about greeting, your name, where you're from, your family, your job or studies, your hobbies, your daily routine, and your personality.
That's a lot of blocks.
Don't worry, we'll go step by step, nice and slow. And remember, you're building your introduction, not mine. Before we start building, Spencer, there's something important to know. Not all situations are the same.
What do you mean?
Well, there are 3 types of situations: informal, semiformal, and formal.
Can you explain each one?
Sure. Informal means relaxed and casual, like talking to friends, classmates, or people at a party.
So, like sitting on a sofa with coffee.
Exactly. Nobody expects a serious introduction. You can be relaxed and friendly.
What about semi-formal?
Semi-formal is friendly, but a little bit professional, like at a work event, a conference, or meeting new colleagues.
So people are nice, but it's still a bit professional?
Yes, you smile, you can make small jokes, but you also want to sound polite.
And formal?
Formal is very official, like a job interview, a meeting with your boss, or important business situations.
So you need to be extra polite and careful with your words?
Exactly. You wouldn't say, "Hey, what's up?" in a job interview.
Ha, no, that would be strange.
Right. So the first step is always look at the situation. Is it informal, semi-formal, or formal?
And then I choose how to speak?
Exactly. For example, if you're at a party, you can say, "Hey, I'm Spencer." But in a job interview, you say, "Hello, my name is Spencer. Nice to meet you."
Same information, different style.
Perfect. You've got it. Now let's start building your introduction block by block. Let's start with the very first block, the greeting. This is how you start any introduction.
So just saying hello?
Yes, but there are different ways to say hello depending on the situation. Let me teach you some options.
I'm ready.
For formal situations, you can say, "Good morning," "Good afternoon," or "Good evening."
Those sound very polite.
They are. For example, in a job interview, you might say, "Good morning. Thank you for meeting with me today."
That sounds professional. What about semi-formal?
For semi-formal, you can say, "Hi there," or "Hello," or even just "Morning" as a short, friendly version.
Morning instead of good morning?
Yes, it's more relaxed, but still polite, like when you meet new coworkers.
Cool. What about informal situations?
For informal, you can say "Hi," or "Hey," or "Hey there." These are friendly and casual.
Can I say, what's up?
You can, but be careful. "What's up" is very casual. Only use it if you're comfortable and the situation is really informal.
So I shouldn't say what's up to my boss?
Probably not, unless your boss is very, very casual.
Huh. Good to know. So which greeting should I choose?
Choose one that feels natural for you. I usually say, "Hi, nice to meet you." It works in most situations.
That's easy to remember. Hi, nice to meet you.
Exactly. Simple and friendly. Now let's move to the next block. The second block is your name. This one is super simple.
Finally, something easy.
Ha! Yes. There are basically 3 ways to say your name. Let me show you.
Okay, I'm listening.
The most simple way is I'm plus your name. For example, I'm Emma.
Or I'm Spencer.
Perfect. The second way is my name is plus your name. For example, my name is Emma.
So I'm Emma or my name is Emma. Both are correct?
Both are correct. I'm Emma is more casual. My name is Emma is a tiny bit more formal.
What's the third way?
The third way is to combine it with your greeting. For example, "Hi, I'm Emma. Nice to meet you."
Or hello, my name is Spencer. Nice to meet you.
Perfect. Now, if this situation is more formal, you can add your full name, first name, and last name.
Like in a job interview?
Exactly. You might say, "Good morning. My name is Emma Johnson. It's a pleasure to meet you."
It's a pleasure to meet you. That sounds very formal.
It is. You can also say, "Nice to meet you." That works for all situations.
So my options are I'm Spencer, my name is Spencer, or hi, I'm Spencer. Nice to meet you.
Perfect. And listeners, you can pause this video right now and practice right now. Say it out loud. "Hi, I'm," and then your name.
Don't be shy. Practice with us.
Great. Now let's move to the next block.
Emma, before we continue,
Can I say something to our amazing listeners?
Of course.
You know, everyone listening right now is doing something really valuable. You're learning practical English that you can use every day.
That's true. And we work hard every week to create these lessons for you.
So here's what we want to say. We upload new videos to our channel every week for you to learn and grow. Don't forget to support us so we can continue doing this. You can help us see our channel in front of more people by subscribing, becoming a member, liking, and commenting on each of our videos. Please don't forget to do these.
Thank you so much for your support. It really helps us continue making free English lessons for you. Now, let's continue learning. Now let's learn block number 3, where you're from. This is another very common part of introductions.
This is easy, right? Just say your country.
Exactly. The simplest way is I'm from plus your country. For example, I'm from Brazil.
Or, I'm from Japan.
Perfect. You can also add your city. I'm from Tokyo in Japan.
So, city, then country.
Yes. For example, I'm from Paris in France, or I'm from Cairo in Egypt.
What if I want to talk about where I was born and where I live now?
Great question. Sometimes these are different places. Then you can say, I was born in Mexico, but now I live in Canada.
Or, I'm originally from Poland, but I live in Germany now.
Perfect. Originally from means the place where you were born or grew up.
What if I want to say how long I've lived in a place?
You can add time. For example, I've been living in Canada for 5 years.
Or, I've been living in Germany since 2020.
Exactly. For 5 years or since 2020, both work.
But Emma, those sentences are a bit long. Is there an easier way?
Absolutely. You can keep it super simple. I'm from Poland. I live in Germany.
2 short sentences instead of 1 long sentence.
Yes, that's easier to say and easier to remember. The important thing is the other person understands where you're from and where you live now.
So I could say, I'm from Seoul in South Korea. I live in London now.
Perfect. Clear and simple. Now let's talk about block 4, your job or your studies. This is one of the most common questions people ask.
What do you do? I hear that all the time.
Exactly. So let's learn how to answer it clearly. If you have a job, you can say, I work as a plus your job.
Like, I work as a teacher.
Perfect. Or I work as a nurse. I work as a driver. I work as an engineer.
What if I want to say where I work?
You can add that. For example, I work as a nurse at City Hospital.
Or I work as a teacher at Lincoln High School.
Exactly. You can also talk about the company type. I work for a tech company, or I work for a bank.
What if I work in a department?
You can say, I work in the IT department, or I work in customer service.
So many options. What about students? How do they answer?
If you're a student, you can say, I'm a student, and then add what you study.
Like, I'm a student, I study English.
Perfect. Or I'm a student, I study engineering at university.
What if I'm not working right now?
You can say, I'm looking for a job right now, or I'm between jobs at the moment.
Between jobs, that's a nice phrase.
It is. It sounds polite and positive. Now, let me ask you, Spencer, what do you do?
I'm an English teacher. I work for Artificial Fluency Podcast.
Perfect answer. And listeners, think about your answer. Can you say it out loud? I work as a, or I'm a student, I study.
Practice with us. Don't be shy.
Let's move to block 5, your family and where you live. This helps people understand your life situation.
So we talk about who we live with?
Exactly. You can start with I live with plus who you live with. For example, I live with my parents.
Or I live with my husband and 2 children?
Perfect. You can also say I live with my wife and our son, or I live with my roommate.
What if I live alone?
Then you say, I live alone, or I live alone in a small apartment.
What's the difference between apartment and flat?
They're the same thing. Apartment is more common in American English. Flat is more common in British English.
Okay, so I live alone in an apartment, or I live with my family in a house.
Exactly. You can also talk about brothers and sisters. For example, I have 2 brothers, or I have 1 older sister.
What if I don't have brothers or sisters?
You can say, I'm an only child. That means you are the only son or daughter in your family.
Only child. I like that phrase.
It's very useful. Now, you can also describe where you live. For example, I live in a big city, or I live in a small town.
Or I live in the countryside?
Yes, countryside means rural areas, not in the city, but in nature, with fields and farms.
So I could say I live with my parents in a small town. I have 1 younger brother.
Perfect. That gives a clear picture. Remember, you don't need to share everything, just a simple, friendly picture of your home life.
And listeners, think about your answer. Who do you live with? Do you have brothers or sisters?
Now let's talk about something fun. Block 6, your hobbies. This is where your personality shines.
I love talking about hobbies.
Me too. This part makes introductions more interesting because it shows what you enjoy.
So how do I talk about my hobbies in English?
The most common way is, in my free time, I like plus activity. For example, in my free time, I like reading.
Or, in my free time, I like cooking.
Perfect. You can also say, when I have spare time, I enjoy plus activity. Spare time means free time.
Like, when I have spare time, I enjoy watching movies.
Exactly. Another useful phrase is, I'm really into plus something you love. For example, I'm really into music.
What does really into mean?
It means you love it. You're very interested in it. For example, I'm really into photography means you love taking photos.
Oh, so I'm really into gaming means I love playing video games.
Exactly. You can also say, I'm a big fan of plus something. For example, I'm a big fan of football.
Or, I'm a big fan of Korean dramas.
Perfect. Now, here's a tip. You can list 2 or 3 hobbies. For example, in my free time, I like reading, going for walks, and listening to music.
So you can combine them.
Yes, but don't list too many hobbies. 2 or 3 is perfect. If you list 10 hobbies, it's too much.
Okay. I'll keep it short. What about things I don't like?
You can add one thing you don't like. It makes your introduction more interesting and real. For example, I love coffee, but I don't like waking up early.
That's me. Or, I love dogs, but I don't like spiders.
Perfect. One like and one don't like. It shows your personality.
So I could say, in my free time, I like playing football and watching movies. I'm a big fan of action films.
Excellent. And listeners, what are your hobbies? Practice saying, in my free time, I like. Let's talk about Block 7, your daily routine. Sometimes people ask, what does a normal day look like for you?
Oh, so describing a typical day?
Exactly. But you don't need to describe every single hour. Just give a simple picture, morning, day, and evening.
How do I start?
You can start with, on weekdays, I usually, or in the morning, I normally.
Like, on weekdays, I usually wake up at 7.
Perfect. Then you can add more actions. For example, on weekdays, I usually wake up at 7, have breakfast, and go to work.
3 actions. Morning routine.
Exactly. You can also talk about work or study. I work from 9 to 5, or I have classes in the morning.
And then the evening?
Yes, you can say, in the evening, I usually cook dinner and watch TV, or after work, I go to the gym.
And if I want to mention studying English?
Great idea. You can add, in the evening, I usually study English for 30 minutes.
So, a complete answer could be, on weekdays, I wake up at 6:30, go to work, and in the evening, I study English and watch movies.
Perfect. That gives a clear picture of your day. Remember, keep it simple. Don't describe every minute.
Just the main parts.
Exactly. And listeners, can you describe your day in English? Try it. On weekdays, I usually... Now let's talk about Block 8, your personality. This is how you describe yourself as a person.
How do I do that?
You can use adjectives, words that describe what you're like. For example, friendly, shy, talkative, calm, patient, hardworking, creative, curious.
So many options.
You don't need to use all of them. Just choose 2 or 3 that really fit you.
How do I use them in a sentence?
You can say, I'm a plus adjective person. For example, I'm a friendly person.
Or I'm a curious person.
Exactly. You can also combine 2. I'm a friendly and patient person.
What if I'm different in different situations?
Great question. You can say, I'm a bit shy at first, but I'm more talkative when I feel comfortable.
Oh, so you can explain how you change.
Yes. Or you can say, I'm usually calm, but I get excited when I talk about my hobbies.
That's more interesting than just saying one word.
Exactly. Another nice way is to say what other people think. People say I'm friendly, or my friends say I'm funny.
So you use other people's opinions?
Yes, it sounds more natural and less like bragging.
Bragging?
Bragging means saying too many good things about yourself in a proud way.
Ah, so instead of saying, I'm amazing and perfect, I say, people say I'm friendly.
Exactly. It's more modest. So, Spencer, how would you describe yourself?
I'm a curious and talkative person. People say I'm funny.
Perfect. And listeners, what about you? Think of 2 adjectives that describe you. I'm and person. Okay, Spencer, we've learned all the blocks. Now let's put them together into one complete introduction.
I'm ready. Show me.
Okay, let me give you a simple example. Listen. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from the United States and I live in New York. I work as an English teacher. In my free time, I like reading and walking in the park. I'm a friendly and patient person.
Wow, that's clear and complete.
And it's only 6 sentences. Now you try. Give me your introduction.
Okay. Hi, I'm Spencer. I'm from Canada and I live in Toronto. I work as a podcast host. In my free time, I like playing football and watching movies. I'm a curious and talkative person.
Excellent. See how easy it is?
It is easy when you have the structure.
Exactly. Now, you don't need to use all 8 blocks every time. Sometimes you use 4 blocks, sometimes you use 7 blocks. It depends on the situation.
So for a quick introduction at a party, I might just say, Hi, I'm Spencer. I'm from Canada. I work as a teacher. I like football.
Perfect. 4 blocks, short and friendly.
And for a longer introduction, like in a class, I add more blocks.
Exactly. You might add family, daily routine, and personality.
This is so helpful.
And listeners, now it's your turn. Can you create your introduction? Use the blocks we learned.
Let's review the blocks one more time. Block 1, greeting. Block 2, your name. Block 3, where you're from. Block 4, your job or studies. Block 5, your family and home. Block 6, your hobbies. Block 7, your daily routine. And Block 8, your personality.
Perfect. Choose the blocks you want and build your introduction. Before we finish, let's review some important vocabulary.
Good idea.
First, introduction. This means the first time you tell someone about yourself.
Like when you meet someone new.
Exactly. Next, informal. This means relaxed and casual, like with friends.
The opposite of formal.
Yes, semiformal is in the middle, friendly but a bit professional.
Like at a work event.
Perfect. Spare time means free time, time when you're not working.
Like, in my spare time, I play games.
Great. I'm really into means you love something, you're very interested in it.
I'm really into cooking.
Perfect. Only child means you have no brothers or sisters.
You're the only child in your family.
Exactly. And finally, personality. This means what you're like as a person, friendly, shy, talkative, etc.
Your character.
Perfect. These words will help you talk about yourself clearly. Okay, Spencer, we're almost finished. What did you learn today?
I learned that talking about yourself doesn't have to be scary. You just need a simple structure.
Exactly. And what's the structure?
Use building blocks: greeting, name, where you're from, job, hobbies, and more. Pick the blocks you need.
Perfect. And remember, you don't need perfect English. You just need clear, simple sentences.
Even if you're nervous, having a plan in your head helps.
Absolutely. So, listeners, here's your challenge for this week.
A challenge.
Yes, write your introduction in the comments. Use 4 to 6 sentences. Tell us your name, where you're from, what you do, and one hobby.
Like, hi, I'm Maria. I'm from Brazil. I'm a student. I like dancing.
Perfect. When you write it in the comments, you practice even more.
And we'll read your comments.
We love reading your comments and learning about you.
And if you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us.
We upload new videos every week. So, to finish, you can talk about yourself in English. You just need practice.
Start with simple sentences, use our building blocks, and practice out loud.
Practice in front of a mirror, practice while walking, practice with friends.
The more you practice, the easier it becomes.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
We're proud of you for taking this step.
This is Emma,
And this is Spencer.
and you've been listening to the Artificial Fluency Podcast.
Keep practicing.
And speak with confidence.
Bye, everyone.